Welcome back to another stream, welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to the neighborhood. How are you all? I hope you're doing amazing today. Sorry I couldn't go live yesterday. I just was not feeling it. My energy levels were like down here, like not even for like a PNG tuber stream. Like I just was not feeling it. That, and I'm like partly convinced I might be getting sick. I don't fully know what's going on. I'm doing better than yesterday though, so we're gonna try and do a stream today. I apologize in advance if the rest of this week does not work out, but I feel like it should. Manifest for me though that I'm not getting sick, because I do regularly watch my young nephew, and the last thing that I need right now is to get sick and then he and I pass it back and forth, because that would not be fun. So manifest for me that that's not the case. Also, hey, let me know if you can hear the game and whatnot. Of course, I'm gonna go ahead and switch over. Okay. Hello Megs and hello Sedef, welcome in. I'm okay today. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I could be better. My energy is like higher than it was yesterday, but I'm still kind of like, eh. Like if I wasn't able to stream today, I promise I wouldn't force myself. I'm trying to be better about that than I used to be, because I used to be really bad about like making myself do it anyways. You can see and hear the game and whatnot, right? Let me just see. Okay, cool. Ice cream for breakfast day. Like, oh, my name is Lexi. The reason like my handle part says looks like it's Lexus is because I couldn't put an apostrophe whenever I made that. They made me put it the other way, which is mildly irritating, but not that big of a deal. Either way, welcome in, Zach. Hope you're all doing good. I believe last time we decided on the Riverland farm, so I'm gonna make sure that I select that now so I don't accidentally like do the whole setup, go to the farm, and then it's the wrong farm. The only thing I feel like I'm really not decided on right now is I don't know what I want to name the farm itself, so that's gonna be a bit of a challenge, because I've been trying to go back and forth between like, do I want a more neutral name or do I want something that's like pretty? Because I feel like if I go with like a pretty name like I did with my PC farm that I last had, I feel like I might get kind of irritated, you know? Like I feel like I might get tired of it. Hello, Captain Price, welcome in. Hello, Saturn, welcome in as well. I'm gonna be lurking because I'm cleaning my bathroom. No worries, you're good. I hope that this is a good company. I'll save the farm name for last, though, because if I do that right now, I'm gonna spend a million years, and that's gonna get really boring really fast. For my favorite thing, though, I'm gonna put just strawberry, because I do love strawberries, and it's an in-game item. How's everybody's week been so far, though? I hope you're doing good. I forgot that there were other animal options since it's been a while since I've regularly played, so I was like, wait, what is that? Like, internally, I was like, excuse me. I'm back, had to take Lady outside. No worries, you're good, welcome back. I know there's other animal options, but as per usual, I'm gonna go with the gray cat just because it reminds me of Luna. But if I didn't have her, I probably would have gone with one of the other options. Whenever you make a new farm on Stardew Valley, which one is your go-to farm? I'm trying to make it look a little bit more blue because I feel like it keeps leaning a bit more on the green side, and that's not what I want. I feel like that's about what mine is like. Okay, be careful with that. Oh, oop, I do not have green hair. No, thank you. I'll fix the outfit in a second. Should I skip the intro? I'm not sure if I want to. It's been a while since I've played it, but then again, I don't know if I'll want to watch that. My week has been good. I start my job bright and early tomorrow morning. I hope it goes well. I really, really do. I'm still Stardew Valley noob, but I really like the forest farm personally. I honestly just really like the aesthetics of the Riverland farm. I mean, the fishing is nice, but it's a lot of the time just aesthetics for me. But I also understand why you like the forest farm. I feel like that's like a very, very good choice still. And I feel like some people will call it like boring sometimes, but you know what? I think that it's one of the best choices. I'm just really biased about the Riverland farm because I like it, but the forest farm is a very good choice. I don't like that there's the belt. I want to have like the whole overalls look without the belt being on there. Oh, no, I do not have a beard. Are there any other background shirt colors for the overalls? Because that would be preferable. I don't want to do the yellow shirt because I did that once and somebody said that I looked like a minion. I like the river farm. I do too. Another thing is, I'm going to be completely honest with you here about this right away. It's been a good while since I've regularly played Stardew Valley, so there's a decent chance that I've forgotten some information. I mean, who knows? Maybe it'll come back to me, maybe it won't. I just don't want to, like, act like I know everything whenever I've realistically forgotten some of it. See, there's the minion shirt. I can't wear that. I like the look of the white shirt with the overalls, but if I ever like use that for part of a thumbnail, I don't want to have that on there because I feel like trying to cut out the background with like the lighter colored shirt might make it a bit harder for it to tell what I'm trying to cut out. Sometimes lighter colors make that harder in editing, at least for me. I think I'll just go with the green one if I can find it again. Or maybe not. I'm being really, really picky about this, but if I can just get pants to match those overalls, that would be great. Oh, by the way, what pet do you guys normally choose whenever you make a new farm? You know, I feel like that is a pretty good match, at least from what I can see. I'm trying to look at both monitors right now, actually, because my left side monitor, the coloring is a bit different. So a while back, I changed it whenever I was playing Minecraft, and I just never changed it back. So the colors are slightly off to me. Does that look normal to you guys? Look at the top and the pants, do you feel like it's the same shade of black? I mean, it's all one color technically, but you know what I mean? Like the color bases for blacks, like sometimes there's like a blue black, sometimes there's more of like a pink undertone to it, if that even makes sense. Do they look the same to you? 'Cause I can't tell. I don't want to overthink it. I say as I overthink it. Yeah, I pretty much always choose the cat too. I think I chose the dog maybe like once or twice in the past, but I just don't like how it randomly goes like bork, bork. Like whenever you're trying to do stuff on your farm, you'll just randomly hear it barking really loud at you. Okay, if you guys think that it looks at least mostly the same, then I'll just leave it because I'm not gonna spend a million years adjusting the color of a pair of overalls. And then for the farm name, I might, like at a later time, like just in my own downtime, make a separate farm just for me to play on. Just so that way they're differentiated. I might just name it Perfection, just so I can tell more easily, you know, which one's which. Like which one's for my channel and which ones are in my downtime. Imagine I made a typo and I didn't realize it. Like I start playing and then I'm like, wait, and I spelled it wrong. Okay, yeah, I'm good. Nope. I didn't mean to do that. One more time, everything. I mean, it looks good to me. Okay. I would have been mortified if I spelled that wrong. How's the weather where everybody is, by the way? Because we were just kind of talking about this on Discord the other day, and I feel like for us, February is almost always our coldest month. But weirdly enough, January was our coldest month, it feels like this year, with the exception of that random cold front that we got that was really intense. But it was just weird, because like the average temperature was just not as cold as it usually is this month. I know that I had this, like the usual. I'm trying to think, what would I normally do in Stardew whenever I had a new farm? It's just been so long. Like, aside from the cutting down this and planting some crops, what else would I normally do? Yeah, Perfection's just a completion run. Like, it's completing every little thing there is to do possible in the game. Some people speedrun it, and you absolutely can, but you can also, as long as you're, like, strategic with the way you do certain things, and still take your time with it. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to rush it necessarily, but you can. It's snowing and raining here. I don't think I would like that combination. I would take either or, but I wouldn't want them at the same time. Hello, Allie, welcome in. And hello, today's games, welcome in. Hope you're doing good. I just started this new farm, actually. Thank you so much for asking about it. I have like 8 more of those. I definitely want to romance with the characters eventually because I feel like, you know, that's technically part of the run. I don't know who yet, and I'm also not really going to make that a priority. I kind of want to pick somebody that I haven't really romanced. That's taken care of. I suppose I'll just leave. Yeah, it's a new farm. It said it's supposed to snow here, but it's been in the 30s, almost 40s, so definitely warmer than it has been. What would you guys say, like, without, like, blatantly stating a bunch of personal information about your location, of course? What would you say is, like, the coldest month for you, wherever you're from? I'm having a brain fart. I don't remember where I should go next. I'm telling you, it's been a minute. My boyfriend says he's thinking about downloading Stardew. I can't wait to tell him all about it. Encourage him. It's a good game. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for liking the stream. It's warmer today, but I think it's gonna be foggy. I feel like it's been foggy recently here too. have parsnips. These are like kind of expensive at first, but I'm trying to remember which ones would I normally buy at first, because I want to try and get some crops done out of the way so I can of course sell them, but given I also want to be able to donate them to the community center. Which one? Because I already don't have a lot of money. In my home state, November was always the coldest. November is always like uncomfortably warm for us. Not like hot, but definitely like grossly warm for a fall month. You know what I mean? Like it just like warm and sticky outside because of the humidity. Nasty. What do I think I'll get like a little bit of each so that way I'm not totally broke, and then I can get more later. I go from 30 degrees Fahrenheit is my lowest normally, all the way up to about 122 in the summer. 122 in the summer is insane. Are you okay? Because it gets really, really hot here too in the summer, but like not at that level. Are you good? Are you okay? So bad for all the people on the news with all the snow. I'm still trying to comprehend it getting that hot where you are. It's like, I can deal with heat because of where I'm from, but like, my goodness, that's like, I can't even wrap my head around that. I know you're fine. Cats do that. You're good. So we have our basic ones. I kind of want to leave a little spot empty about right here somewhere so I can put a scarecrow. I don't remember. Do I have the scarecrow recipe yet? No, I don't. Well, I'll put one there eventually so that we can kind of guard at least some of the crops. I guess I'll just go say hello to everybody. I think the hottest it's been is maybe 100, but what is terrible is the humidity. What do you guys think is worse? Dry heat, like I'm talking about in the summer, like dry, hot summers or humid, hot summers? Oh, I forgot it only opens at certain times. Okay. I'm still here. Don't want to go drive to my car place if it hits 105. I try to be nice to my car. Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that either. I don't blame you. Up to like 120 in Phoenix last year, I think. I could not handle that. Like, I legitimately could not handle that. I would, no, absolutely not. Humid. This argument makes me so mad when I tell people I'm from Arizona and they're like, oh my gosh, but the humidity is so much worse. I promise you it's not. Go sit outside in 120-degree weather, be my guest, and tell me humidity is worse. I feel like I can't really weigh my opinion as much on that just because I don't have as much humidity and drier heat. Like, I've been to really, really hot places before, sure, but like, I haven't really gotten firsthand experience with it. I forget that I can't go back there and say hi to him. Dry heat is bad because of the wildfires. Oh, true. That's a really good point. As someone who lives in Iowa and deals with the heat from corn sweat, trust me, dry heat is just as bad, if not worse. You know what? I will trust your opinion on that, especially because I can't really weigh in there myself anyways. Just casually in passing going by the trash cans because I want to get the trash can lid hat. Remember last time I kept trying to get it and it wouldn't let me. Like, it just would not spawn no matter what I did. Isn't it somewhere around like the 6th to 7th day or so whenever it's like raining? Whenever you get the prompt for the community center. I was expected to have an awfully hot summer this year, so trust I will be swimming. I am scared to look up the summer for us this year because I feel like it just gets hotter and hotter and hotter every single year. Especially August. August is... It's like the second you go outside, your skin is like hot and sticky and disgusting. I fear August. I'm just gonna check here so I can see who all I've talked to. I need to talk to Mayor Lewis. I need to talk to Harvey. I need to talk to Evelyn. Okay, there's a good amount of people I still haven't seen yet. There's a lot, actually. I definitely won't be able to talk to Sebastian because he's gonna be down there hibernating. Is there anybody hiding over here I can say hello to? I want so badly to be better this time around about talking to all the characters and also listening to the cooking channel because I have been so bad about that for forever and I really want to correct the habit. Like, even if it takes me forever to complete the game, so be it. I just want to correct those habits. Okay, definitely want to get some of that right away. I have 600 hours in Stardew. I haven't seen the trash can hat yet or the second or fourth dwarf scroll. It feels like sometimes it's just out to get you and doesn't want to spawn anything, which is not the case, but it feels like that. And that was a good reminder for me to drink the water because it'll probably help whatever mystery illness is onsetting. I'm debating. It's like kind of later in the evening. Should I clean up my farm a little bit more and then when it gets later in the evening I can go to the saloon and see what other characters are there and maybe take that opportunity to talk to them? I feel like that would be a good idea, right? Would be a good opportunity to have them all in the same place at the same time. Didn't you get the trash can hat super early on one of your runs? I might have a long time ago. Like a really long time ago. But I don't remember. If I did, it must have been like ages ago. Well, I'm not totally doubting you because I've made multiple farms before. I still don't even know what those little worm looking things are. They just look like worms to me, but I know that's not what they actually are. I think you did. You know what? I really might have. I don't totally remember myself. I believe you. Either way, I want it on this farm. I want to make it a permanent part of my outfit. How long's the live stream today? Probably about 2 hours or a little less than 2 hours. I definitely do not have the time or the energy capacity to go for 12 hours. I'd love to try one of those someday, but not now, especially not with my current IRL schedule. After this, I'm gonna craft the chest because I don't have one. And I always say that I like the idea of organizing my stuff into color-coded chests, and then I never end up doing it correctly, and I just mix them. So I need to be better this time around. Okay, what can I get rid of? I'll just get rid of, like, this singular mixed seed. I'll make this one for stuff to give to the community center. And I'm pretty sure all 3 of those need to go. Is it like 2D Minecraft? Not really. By the way, welcome to the stream, Doodlebob. At least I'm reading that as Doodlebob. By the way, is iconic. I haven't played Stardew in a while. I've been playing Animal Crossing lately. I was trying to make sure that I did like 1 or 2 streams at least that weren't like just on my Animal Crossing island. Because I feel like if I'm not careful, I'm going to burn myself out really fast after just coming back from my hiatus. And I feel like that's just not what I need to be doing. Okay. There are 3 characters I haven't seen yet. Hello. Shane is always standoffish. You move to the third spot on the Stardew Valley topic tab for me. Ooh. Okay, that's exciting. Thank you for telling me that. Maybe Minecraft would be more like Terraria. I haven't played Terraria in ages. By the way, welcome in, Connor. Who now have I not said hello to? No, I technically didn't see Mary Lewis yet. I got a good amount of them. I don't know where everybody else is. Maybe if I go into Haley and Emily's house, then Haley will be in there. Because I feel like she doesn't really go to the saloon. Does she? Does anybody know? Because the
Stardew Valley saved my life.
Thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Stardew Valley is pretty amazing. Live, laugh, love Stardew Valley. Eat, sleep, breathe Stardew Valley injected into my veins. I can play Stardew with my friends. You can actually, yeah. Am I imagining this? Was there an update done where you can play with like a ton of other people, or is it still only like up to 3 other people on a farm at once? Like excluding yourself, like 3 other people, right? Or am I thinking of it wrong? Because I might be. Either way, yeah, you can play it co-op. I was considering playing Stardew later, but I need to get a good night's sleep. I need to be getting better quality sleep, but I don't. That was pretty fast to level up in foraging. Extra luck, cool, cool. I'm trying to remember, is it Wednesdays and Sundays that we get the cooking channel? I know one of the days is for newer recipes and the other one is like a reruns kind of day. I need to talk to Willie today after I water the crops. So I will do that. I'll water them, go get my fishing rod from him, and then see who else I can find today that I have not said hello to. Anything else from there will probably be miscellaneous, but those are the objectives. The second console limit is 4 players, PC it's 8. I feel like I wouldn't really want to play with that many people at once anyways, not because I'm like being standoffish or rude or something. I just feel like that would stress me out trying to coordinate that many people at once to all focus on the same things. Like I feel like that would really stress me out personally. That is not for me. I would say it's kind of like a farming life sim, but there's also combat. There's different tasks you can do. But at the exact same time, if you wanted to literally just go fishing all day, every day, you could. Like, nobody's gonna stop you from doing that. If you wanted to be super chill and basically do nothing, you could. But if you wanted to complete a bunch of different things in game and unlock achievements, you can do that. I like games that are balanced that way, where you could play it either way, and it's like not forcing you to do a certain thing. Although on PC, you just edit the game file to allow any amount of players in your game. I remember once, whenever I had mods downloaded on PC, I just got like, I don't remember what the name of the mod was, so I couldn't tell you, I'm sorry. But basically it was something where if I pressed, I think it was either the E button or I button on my keyboard, I would press it and it would pull up a drop down list of a bunch of different items. Like I could be like, if I wanted a certain chair, I would type in chair into the search bar, select what I wanted, and I could have basically an unlimited amount of those chairs. And I would just use it to decorate farms for fun. I wouldn't like play with it regularly though, just because it would kind of like take all the purpose out of the game. But if I just wanted to decorate things for fun, then I would. I'm gonna tomorrow, I just need to not think about it and it will be fine. If it helps at all, it's not just you that feels like that. Like I get like that too with new things. Even if I know like logistically it's gonna end up being fine, it can be really hard to not psych yourself out. So I promise there's nothing inherently wrong with you. I completely understand how you feel and I'm sorry that you're feeling like that right now. But I'm sure tomorrow will be fine, and if for some reason, God forbid that it's not, then you can DM me on Discord afterwards if you want to. I may not respond right away because I watch my nephew tomorrow, unless I get like super sick. Either way, I'll be there if you want to vent about it. So we watered the crops. We got the fishing rod. While I'm down here, I'm gonna see if there's any shells on the beach that could be donated, because I think there's at least a couple that go to the community center. Like I know, well, this isn't a shell, but still. I'll donate that. Donate that. Well, I feel like it would be really smart to do this early. Get this bridge repaired early. Isn't it like 300 wood? Yeah, I thought so. Okay. That could be something else I work on today, you know, that'll help me get some extra XP. It'll help me get closer to finishing that up. You know what? Yeah, I think I will do that. I was like selling the shells early in game. I feel like they're good money early on when you don't really have a lot else to work with. I'm just trying to put things aside for the community center as much as I possibly can. So that way I don't have to like hunt it down later. I feel like I've done that before where I would sell it and then whenever I actually needed it for donating, it just suddenly stops wanting to spawn. Like the game wants to spite me. I think what I'll do before that right now is go ahead and make a second chest, just that way that one can be just for crafting supplies, like things like rocks and wood and fiber, etc. Because I need a designated spot for that or I'm going to lose my mind until I get more storage space in my pockets. Ooh, there is a poll that I want to do in chat about Stardew. Give me a second. I'll try to be quick. I'm pretty sure, technically speaking, it's fruit bats that make the fruit spawn in the cave that you can just pick up and do whatever you please with. Like, I don't think Demetrius labels it as just fruit. I think he labels it as fruit bats. Either way, you know what I mean by the second option. I don't think I've ever chosen the mushrooms. I think I've pretty much always chosen the fruit bats. That should be addition. Put that back here, right? Okay, rude. I want to be able to put that back there. Can I put it here? Perfect. This one will be for the miscellaneous crafting necessities. I'll go off back down here. I'm gonna make my way to the foresty area that's by Marnie's. Not like the hidden forest, but just that big general forest. Oh wait, there's Haley. Okay, I haven't said hello to her yet. Always so sassy. One of these days, I'm gonna get that trash can lid hat. I will. I don't even need to buy anything. I just wanted to see if she was in here so I could say hello. And of course, she's not in here, but it's fine. They already have one of these for the community center. I'm gonna take the opportunity just to eat that to boost my energy a little bit. I mean, it didn't do much, but it's better than nothing. Oh, wait, there's Leah. If that had been Penny for some reason that was wrong, I probably would have just like ended the stream. Because while there are tons of things I've admittedly forgotten in the time that I was away from the game, I feel like I need to at least remember the character names. As soon as I said Leah, in my head I was like, that's Penny. Did anybody? Okay, nobody voted for the mushrooms so far on the poll. So I was gonna ask, if you voted for the mushrooms and you've done that before, what would you say is the benefit from doing that? Because I've never tried it, so I don't know what you can do with it. Like maybe for all I know, it's the better option. I just habitually always choose the fruit bats. I don't even have a reason for it, I just do it. Well, I guess technically, yeah, I do, because I think some of the fruits are needed for the community center and for other purposes. Like you can use some of them as gifts sometimes. I'm sure some of them are for cooking. Oops, my energy is already very low. But you see what I mean? Like I don't even really have much of a reason for it. I just always choose the fruit bats. And you know what? I probably will again this time around too. Are we gonna romance? I am not sure yet. I want to choose somebody that I haven't tried romancing yet. On average, whether or not I finish a farm or if it's showcased on my channel or not, I typically rotate between like Abigail. She's my most frequent one. Hold on a second. I need to get out of here. Okay, there we go. I always choose Abigail. She's my most frequent one. I've romanced Maru before, so I won't go that route. I've romanced Sebastian before. I don't think I finished it, but I've romanced him as well. Have I romanced anyone else? Well, let me look at the list of people just so I can make sure. Yeah, no, I don't think I've romanced anybody else, so there's a good amount of options. To try Emily. I was thinking if I romance one of the girls, I would probably go for Emily. And speaking of Emily, since she lives with Haley, that reminds me. I didn't say Haley, at least I don't think I did. I'm still kind of tired. But I have romanced Haley before, so she is off the list, for now at least, unless I change my mind. Oh, wait, no, those don't go in there. At least one of them doesn't. I have, like, no energy. You know what? I'm gonna use what time I have left to see if there's anybody else I can find to say hello to, because I don't have, like, any energy for anything. One of the guy characters I haven't romanced yet is Sam, and I was thinking, what if I, like, put it as a toss-up between Sam and Emily? I feel like they're both good options. Oh, wait, Maru, did I say hello to you? I think so. Why is everybody having a scary meeting back there? They're summoning something right now. They're doing a ritual. Look at them. Telling secrets about me behind my back. How rude. And then she's just being really nice. Gotten them off my list. I still need to talk to Harvey. I think I literally forgot. Where is his house anyways? I guess for now I'll see if George is in here. Yep. So he's checked off the list. Evelyn's about to be. And then I know I haven't said hello to Sebastian yet. But in my defense, he's always, I feel like, the hardest to get a hold of at first, because he just loves to hide in his room and then not let you come in there until you have 2 hearts with him, but then makes it really, really hard to get the 2 hearts. Hello, Classy, and hello, Anthony. Welcome in. I still have not really worked out the shout out command thing, unfortunately. I keep trying, but it's hard. And I don't want to do like the 1 at a time anymore because that took up so much space and time on Nightbot. So if one of the mods could manually get a link for Classy, that would be appreciated. Thank you so much. Okay, so he's not out here right now. Maybe I can get a hold of him inside. Oh, there you are. All right, so who's left? I think I'm honestly just missing the kids, all the kid characters, Harvey, Penny, the wizard, and that's it. Okay, so I've gotten most of them. I'm doing good. Thank you, I appreciate it. If it goes a bit longer and I still can't figure out the setup for the command, then will probably reach out to Artsy, because Artsy was the one that sent the information over to Megs. Meg sent it to me. It's a pain to figure out anyways, at least in my opinion. Wait, I forgot. Can I make a torch? Yes, okay. I just was worried that I would have to like wait to unlock it or something. They're super cheap to make, so let me just like do that now because it's dark. Alright, cool. I'll put some over here. And then I'll put some on the other side. Allie, have you been playing Stardew lately, by the way? I feel like in the past, whenever I would stream it, like you would often play at the same time as me, and that was always really fun. I love when you guys do that. Like, no matter what I'm streaming, if you happen to be playing it at the same time as me, it's just always fun. Like, it feels like, in a way, we're playing it together. Even if that's not technically how that works. That's what that feels like. You're playing right now? I love that. Are you playing on any of your older farms, or did you make a new one? No, actually, 2 more of those. At least they're not expensive to make. I wouldn't make a ton of them at once if they were expensive to make. I like how it yelled at me for using my energy when all I did was do that so I could move the torch. I was streaming it and I grabbed my Switch. I made this farm last week. I'm on spring 24 currently. Why did I think you meant 2024? And I was like, did you go back in time? I forgot that the dates worked like that, so I was just really confused for a second. Okay, so it's raining. I don't have to water the crops today. Cool, cool. That helps. Mildly. What? How do I pronounce that? Luck will not be on your side. Well, that's lovely. At least I don't have to water these. Wait, this is giving me a notification over here. What is this yelling at me about? Cultivate and harvest a parsnip. I'm trying, buddy. What farm did you choose, by the way? Oh wait, that reminds me, before it ends up happening, let me change the settings. I know the storms in Stardew Valley can be kind of intense. I'm not personally bothered by the flashes, but I know that could be like potentially a seizure risk for some people. Let me like turn that off now. Where is it? Okay. Where's the show tool hit location, unless I already missed it? Okay, perfect. Standard one, I think. I think standard is what at least whenever I stream, I feel like it's what I go for all the time. I think I also streamed a beach farm once. Why am I going down here? I needed to go to the left. Actually, I need to go up first and then left. I need to find Harvey. It's so funny to me that I managed to get a hold of Sebastian before Harvey. Open the door. Open the door. Let me in, please. This is annoying. I don't want to walk all the way to the forest, chop down like one tree, and then walk all the way back, because that feels like a waste of time when I could just sit and wait right here. It's still so funny to me that all of us so far have collectively said, yeah, we get the fruit bats. Harvey, just let me in. I'm not even a customer. I just want to say hello to you. Can we not be friends? Oh, I almost did that right in front of him. Had I done that like a second later, he would have been like, ew, you're gross. And of course he's going over there. I need him to get out of my line of sight so I can mess with the trash can. Okay. Oh, Harvey's is open. Imagine he's like not even in there. And this feels like so intrusive. I'm walking like all up into his office space. All right. Missing now. I think I got pretty much all of the adults. Yeah, except for Penny, Elliot, and the wizard. Elliot is also like semi-hard to get a hold of. I feel like Sebastian is still a bit more annoying. Excuse me. Are any of them in here today? Nope. All right, but you know what? That's okay. Let me try the beach and see if I can get a hold of him there. I just remembered that like I'm simultaneously excited about but also not excited about is Ginger Island, and I say that because trying to collect all the golden walnuts is so aggravating to me, and despite the fact there's all these tutorials all over YouTube, it's still annoying. He's not gonna let me in. Where else I should look? Part of me kind of wants to look up his schedule because I do have designated schedules. And he's not down here. He's probably not on the other side of the dock either. Okay, yeah, he's not down here. I'll probably have better luck at least finding Penny today. I wish there was at least like some kind of way to see from the outside whether or not somebody is home. Like I wish I could stand right outside here and see some kind of indication like with a door or a window or something to show if they're home or not. That would be nice. Where is Jazz at? And then I believe I already said hello to Sam, right? I think he was one of the first people. as picky with who gets to go in the house, right? Oh, that's Leah's house. I'm a fake Stardew fan. I know. Where is Penny, though? Oh, that reminds me, isn't the axe down here that ends up missing? Or has it not spawned yet because I haven't gotten to that point? Okay, yeah, I guess it just hasn't spawned yet. But isn't it usually down here? Somewhere on the right side? I feel like it is. I guess while I'm here, since the trees over here aren't as important for what I need and what to do, I'll just use these for the wood that I need. You're beginning to put the chickens up. No worries, take your time. Sometimes the sound effects in the game whenever it's raining, like what I just heard, it might have been kind of quiet for you guys, I'm not totally sure, but it sounds like weirdly ominous. You guys do this too, like use areas like this one or ones close to it that aren't as important for other things and use them for wood farming, because I do. I think I've pretty much always done that. At least it's not like Animal Crossing where you have like, or actually I guess it kind of is like Animal Crossing with the different types of wood. But with Animal Crossing it's like 3 different types. With this one it's like 2 different types. So it's not as bad. The Animal Crossing will be like, okay, I need 20 pieces of softwood for this DIY recipe. And then the second that you realize that and you memorize the DIY recipe, you'll go around trying to get some softwood. And then suddenly the game only wants to give you hardwood. And you're like, are you kidding me? That's definitely something that irks me with Animal Crossing. I know I can eat the spring onions. I mean, it's not a ton of energy. I'd ideally like to save that for energy, but I guess I can spare at least like 2 of them. Have a bit more while I get wood. But not any more than that. I'm gonna sell the rest. And then if I find any other forageables while I'm outside today, then I will use those for energy. Whenever you have the basic starter tools, do certain types of trees take longer than others to cut down? Because I feel like I've never paid attention to that. If anybody knows, let me know. I'll definitely get this while I'm down here. I wonder where Penny is. I was gonna get that, but I have like no space. No, I'll just get rid of that. This is more valuable in the moment. Yeah, I have no idea where Penny is. See if I can find where she stays at. I'm trying to remember, where does she stay at? Am I missing something here? Is my memory failing me with the game that badly right now? I feel like I wouldn't be surprised. I'm gonna look that up now because I don't remember where Penny stays at, and she's one of the main adults that I'm missing. Oh, okay. Well, how did I miss that? That was so obvious. That's annoying. Either way, I guess that's the beauty of the internet. I love being able to do that. Could you imagine trying to figure out everything completely on your own in a game like Stardew without the internet? Because, like, it's not impossible, but it would be a pain. Like, there's so much of it that's super obnoxiously detailed that I feel like it would be almost, like, harder to enjoy. Not impossible, but at least to me, it would be harder to enjoy. And, of course, she's locked away in her room. But at least I know where her house is now. Oh, have I? No, I have not said hello to Memphis. You better be home. I'm gonna see again if Elliot is out of his cabin yet. Probably not. Remember, I can't even go in there. I might pause again to look up when he comes out of the cabin. Okay, let's see. Okay. This is cabin around 11:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. to walk the beach, bridge, or to visit the library. Stays inside his cabin all day if it's raining. Okay, so I will tomorrow then in the game try to do that. Like, after I water my crops, I'll just make a beeline for the beach and see if I can get a hold of him. At least I've gotten all the main people, though. That definitely helps. I think I need to separate some of my forageables into piles. So I don't need to donate, like, every last one of them. Like, I just need one of each. I don't need to sell the entire stacks. I didn't even think to go to the museum. I need to give the fossil to the museum. Okay, well, I will do that tomorrow because I'm pretty sure it's closed now. And just take those and organize them into stacks. Took me a second to figure out which button that was. I'm telling you, I've forgotten so many things. Okay. Those away. That one away, and then... Wait. Let me start that over. I think I did that wrong. Hold on. Restart that. Now I'm doing it right. I had the wrong idea at first. I was, like, trying to sell the singular ones instead of the stacks. I'm confused though. Why hasn't the cooking channel shown up yet? Let's see. So tomorrow, water the crops. See if the cooking channel has shown up yet. Find Elliot and talk to him. The wizard I will eventually find regardless. I have to do that part for the community center, so I'm not really going to worry about that. I'm sure I'll find Jazz in town eventually. She, for some reason, I haven't really seen much of yet. And then I think I should probably go ahead and get at least semi-started on fishing. Get some XP in there, see what I can catch that needs to be donated, and I need to donate the fossil that's sitting in my pocket. That's a lot of things, but you know what? That's okay. We will accomplish as many of them as we can. Just fix my pockets. And you guys get like that too at Stardew Valley. Whenever you play, you have to like fix it every now and then so there's not like just random gaps between items, because that really starts to aggravate me after a while. Like I can't sit and look at it like that. Actually, while I'm out, I'm also gonna get the wood in case I get a little bit more wood and I end up getting a total of 300 pieces. Then I can stop by the beach and donate it. Wrong one. Oops. Thought about something. So you remember how earlier in the stream I said I wanted to avoid doing the yellow shirt with the overalls so that way I wouldn't look like a minion? With the purple shirt behind the black overalls, I look like Waluigi, and I feel like that's worse. Which one would you guys rather look like in the game? Would you rather have the essence of a minion or the essence of Waluigi? I'm gonna say Waluigi just because I like the color purple. One of my favorite colors, but it's still funny though, because now I can't unsee it. At least we can change outfits in the game when we get the sewing machine. That's always nice. Actually, he's not gonna be out of his house yet. Should I go back and sell these just for the little bit of extra money? I feel like I should, and then I can go back to the beach. I'm gonna go ahead and end the poll now because I feel like that's been up for a little while. Well, that freed up a bit of extra space. I want to pull up the list of all the different characters. And you know, I've never romanced Penny or Leah either. I'm trying to think. I could put 2 of the bachelors, 2 of the bachelorettes, and make that poll itself. And then whichever ones, like whichever top 2 options got the most votes, and I can make a follow-up poll with that. And then that one can be voted on. Whichever one wins on that one would decide who I go for. So it's not a huge deal to me either way. I know it's my own farm and I can technically choose that for myself, but I'm not like super particular about it. Like if you guys would want to see one specific character, then I can do that. In the meantime, while I wait for Elliot to come out, I will try going fishing. And then of course I couldn't remember the right button in time. I couldn't remember which side it was on. Oopsies. It's okay though. I'm literally just gonna like camp outside of his door. That's so creepy when you think about it though. If this was real, that would be really creepy. Here, bestie. I wanna go say hello. that's taken care of, I can return to getting the rest of the wood. Thankfully, because I'm already so well progressed with it, I don't need a ton more. Like, I don't think I need to spend the entire energy bar trying to do it. This is one of those times where I'm incredibly grateful for this big forest area. Could you imagine trying to get wood regularly for all the things that you needed for if this forest area either didn't let you cut down its wood or if it just didn't exist at all? That would be really aggravating. And I feel like a lot of the early game would especially be really aggravating. Thank you, Concerned Ape. Okay, yeah, we're doing good. I think just a couple more trees after this, and that should be enough. It's Leah, that's the artsy one, right? I think so, because isn't Penny the one that's like always like with the kids and trying to teach them? In my defense, I feel like I'm not the only player that mixes them up sometimes. I almost forgot about the fossil. I might do that first just so that we don't accidentally run out of time. I think the museum closes at like 4 or close to 4. Yeah, that was definitely the right call. Sometimes I feel like in Stardew it's super easy to get focused and like honed in on what you're doing. And then magically the entire day has gone by. So she is the artsy one? Okay. In that case, whenever I eventually do the polls for who I romance, for the 2 girls, it'll probably be between Emily and Penny, because I haven't really done that with either of them. And then for the guy characters, it'll probably be Harvey or Sam. Let's pick the yellow shirt overall outfit on Stardew. If I had chosen the yellow one, we could have been matching minions. But now I'm Waluigi. I just thought about something. So look at how Gunther is like holding the tip of his hat. He's like doing that meme where it's like, "M'lady." Even though I am not a lady, I'm non-binary, but it's fine. You get the point. You get the memo of what I'm trying to describe. It looks like he's doing the m'lady thing. Back, what did I miss? Welcome back. So now I have enough wood for the bridge on the beach, which is great. I'm glad I got that out of the way. I've talked to pretty much every character aside from the wizard because I haven't been prompted for the community center yet. And then for some reason, I've been having a harder time getting a hold of Jazz, but I've talked to pretty much everybody else now at least once. Crops have been watered for today. And since I have all the wood, what else was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I was gonna see if I could go fishing a little bit, but I'm already like getting kind of low on energy, unfortunately. I do always try to organize everything in the museum. I think for up here, this top section is where I'm gonna put the fossils. And then this middle section and the bottom section is where gemstones will go. Hello, Ellen, welcome in. Chickens were all in their coop, and Harley has been a really good girl, and she's been coming in when I call her. Anybody with dogs, because I mean, I technically have a dog. I've talked about this in somebody else's stream before. Basically, my dog, it's technically like the family's, but she's also in her golden years, and she currently lives with her dad just because he's happier there. Like, he has a lot more spare time to like frequently take her outside, and because the way his particular job works, he's able to take her with him all the time, and it's a lot more fun for her. She has a lot more to do, and she's just overall a lot happier, so I don't really see her that often, but it's okay. Technically, I do have a dog, though. My point is with bringing her up is because she, whenever you take her outside, loves to do this thing where she acts like she's gonna come in and then, like, runs away really fast and makes you chase her. And it's like this endless cycle until she finally comes inside. I think the sea urchin has to be donated to the community. Oh, I can't pick anything else up. Okay. Well, that's annoying. And that one must be a different rank, because it's not letting me pick that one up either. Either way, I'm making good progress. I will go empty my pockets then, and then see what maybe few fish that I can catch today. I'm starting to feel more relaxed thinking about tomorrow. I'm glad. Really glad. Maybe do a little extra self-care tonight to see if it like helps you stay calm. Okay, well this chest was for crafting supplies and stuff that I forage. This is for the community center. And how much wood do I need for a chest? 50 pieces? Rude. Really rude, actually. I wanted to go fishing, but I need somewhere to put other stuff. So rip, I guess. There goes my fishing plans. Yeah, it always has given off country music vibes. Not every song, but a lot of the songs. Wait, actually, before I used all my energy on that, that was enough. Cool. Just that way it's easy to tell what's what, because I'm inevitably going to need somewhere sometimes to just dump stuff off at. This one is going to be for just the general drop-off spot, because I'm going to need somewhere to put things sometimes. And you know what, just to make sure that it's easier to tell, I'm going to make that one purple. That was really fast. Did not expect the fish to bite that quickly, but you know what? I'll take it. Watch it not be something that I can donate. And technically that just means I could sell it, but I would prefer it to be something that I can donate. I'm just gonna get rid of that because I have no need for it. Looking at your pics and vids on the Discord of that random picture, she looks like you talking on a green phone. Yeah, I did see that. It does kind of look like me. Who is that, by the way, if you know? Or is that just a random picture that you found? Like, is that somebody that you know? I just have not been feeling 100%. I was like starting to feel kind of sick yesterday, and I still don't feel like great today either. I mean, better than yesterday, but not great. Because of that, should I be streaming? Probably not. But I'm already live anyways. Oops, I need to be careful. Maybe it'll let me catch one more fish. Actually, let's not chance that. That's not a good idea. Before I go to sleep, is there anything that I can sell? I'm gonna take the muscle out of here because I think that was something that was donatable. And so was the other item. And then if not, then I can just sell them later. Oh, gotcha. I feel like I'm getting closer to whenever I unlock the community center dialogue. Or at least I hope so. I feel like sometimes, like, you don't always know what to do with your time in the game before you unlock it. Because once you've got that unlocked and going, like, I feel like you're set. I don't remember what that was for, but okay. Thank you for the letter, Jojo Mart. The decor for Jojo Mart always reminds me of a Walmart. Like, the coloring just really reminds me of it. I was really hoping that some of these would be gold star rank, but none of them were, unfortunately. That one is set aside for donating for like the standard bundle. I don't have any gold star ones, so it's fine. And I need the money, so I'm gonna sell these. And also get some more seeds today now that I actually have more money. I'll get a handful of parsnips because those are cheap, they're easy. And I'll probably get some more green beans as well. Open the door. Let me in, please. On one hand, I find it agitating that you can't go into certain buildings right away because they're not open yet. But at the exact same time, I guess it is kind of nice because then you can get more done in the day. Considering how fast the time feels like it goes, if you woke up even later in the day, right away whenever they're open, then you'd have even less time, so. It's like a double-edged sword kind of situation. Waiting for Shane to leave so I can waste time by opening the trash cans. Why doesn't anybody want to open their doors? I'm literally just wasting time until I can go get seeds. I mean, I guess I could be planning an actual list of objectives for right now instead of just meandering around like this. Okay, because I don't have the community center yet, so... I got the bridge built on the beach. That was good. I talked to pretty much everybody except for like 2 characters. And I keep saying that I want to go fishing and then that plan gets changed. Need to get that done. So that will replace all the ones that I just grew. The beans that I already planted are going to continue to grow more of them. I'm going to get 2 extra anyways, though. And then after I've gotten a bit more money, the next day I'll probably get some spare potato seeds. That sounds good. If you've not already, please be sure to like the live stream. And liking the stream is completely free and it's a super easy way to support me. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I don't need the algae for anything right away, do I? I don't think so. All right, that's taken care of. I'm so glad that you can just hold down the button and then walk everywhere and it'll plant all of them automatically for you. Because if you genuinely had to press the button one at a time to plant things, I would get irritated so quickly all the time. Athena decided to come and sit with me. Hello, Athena. If I plant them like this, I can still get access to all of them to water them, can't I? I think so. Well, it's too late now. I already planted them. Crops planted. I still have a decent amount of energy. Or not decent, like I have quite a bit. Let's go to the beach and go fishing. I'll be right back. Need to throw some laundry in the washer. No worries. That reminds me, I need to do laundry too. Thank you for the call out. There we go. Finally, I've been waiting for the community center dialogue. Oh my gosh. Oh, by the way, I'm not going to say the name of where it is just because, like, that's a little bit too close for comfort, privacy-wise, the small business. But there is a metaphysical store that I like to go to sometimes. I haven't been in a while, but I do like it. And I was one of their first customers whenever they first opened. I was super excited about it, and I learned today that they're shutting down, and I'm really sad about it. I love them. There's not much I can say without giving out, like, the location, and I just don't want to do that for privacy, but still, I'm sad about it. I think they opened up their store right around whenever I was like 18 or so. Yeah, I think I was 18. It was a few months before my 19th birthday. I'm gonna really miss them. I got chicken flavored Alfredo on the stove. Been eating too much meat lately with mushroom. I really like chicken Alfredo. I don't like mushroom though. I have tried it. It's not for me. I don't like it. Yeah, it is sad. I've been really sad about it today. I'm hoping that maybe I'm just misunderstanding and they're just changing locations, because then they at least wouldn't have to shut down entirely. But based off of what I've seen so far, it looks like they're shutting down entirely. And if I had to guess why, maybe they just weren't making enough profits. I'm not totally sure. It's not really my business to go and bother them about that. But either way, it's really sad. I hope that I hope that I'm misunderstanding and they just have a new location. I'm gonna make a poll really quick. Hold on. Okay, cool. I didn't run out of space. Okay. What could the other options be? I think this is a fun question. You'll see what it is in a moment. I'm just like being a little picky about it. What could the last one be? There, okay. Just double checking for typos. All right. So if you had to get a tattoo of one of those things from Stardew Valley, which one would it be? A Krobus, a Junimo, a Prismatic Shard, or a Star Drop? I love mushrooms because they have that smoke flavor. It's not even not even necessarily the flavor. It's just the texture of them. And I'm like that with a lot of foods where it's like the flavor will be fine or at least tolerable, but the texture will just really bother me. I'm sure if I do this now, then I can talk to the wizard tomorrow. I need to see all of them before I consider that. For years and years, I thought about getting one of a locomotive on my upper arm. I've been wanting to get another tattoo. These are just expensive. Understandable though, because you want to make sure that like a good quality artist gets paid appropriately. So it's not a complaint towards them. It's just something that I can't necessarily constantly afford to do. Oh, I did want to update you guys. So I talked about this in a different server. So I'm going to let you guys know here because I didn't talk about it on my stream. And I didn't talk about it on my own server. But basically, aside from the fact that I love physical media, like I've been wanting to collect a lot more of it. I'm just into the physical aspect of it. I was on eBay yesterday and I was scrolling looking for different cassette tapes because I do have a player. I don't have a Walkman, but I do have a player. What is that? Hello? What was that green thing? Do I see that? Sorry to cut off my own sentence, but did y'all see that? It looks like a little booger swimming through the ocean. Anyways, I was looking at eBay for some cassette tapes, and I feel like I really scored. I feel like I scored some really good ones. Because I have a feeling that stuff like cassette tapes, CDs, vinyls are already like a really big thing, but cassettes and CDs I feel like are gonna go up in price because a lot of people are reverting back to physical media due to the lack of proper ownership with digital things. And also just because it's nice to be able to have it and own it once you've paid the money. So I wanted to get a little bit more ahead of the game and buy that now. With that said, here, I'm gonna put up a pause screen so that way it doesn't, like the time doesn't pass while I read this. I'm gonna pull up what I got. I originally was only gonna treat myself to the lot of Stevie Nicks cassette tapes. And then I went and got a bunch of other ones just because it didn't end up being too terribly costly, and I just got paid again from babysitting anyways, so I'm good. Hold on. I'm still getting used to figuring out how to navigate this app. Forgive me, I'm used to using the website for eBay. Okay. So a lot of tapes that I got has the Fleetwood Mac Greatest Hits, has Stevie Nicks Rock a Little, Stevie Nicks Belladonna, Stevie Nicks The Wild Heart, Stevie Nicks The Other Side of the Mirror, and then, hold on, it'll load. I got Fleetwood Mac, Rumors, Tusk, a CD for, from 2004 for Rumors, which has like all like the other like early demos on it. It has Silver Springs because the original Rumors doesn't have Silver Springs, and a cassette for Canvas. No, not Canvas, Kansas. I didn't even see which one it was. Sorry, I'm just really excited about all of this. And I'm especially excited because this easily could have been so much more expensive, and I'm just really excited that it wasn't. You know what I mean? Okay, specifically it was Canvas Leftoverture. There we go. Sorry about that. It took longer than I thought it would. I'm just getting used to the app, that's all. I wasn't paying attention because I'm on my little bitty iPhone screen. It's okay. Basically, there was just like a little creature in the game that went swimming through the water that I don't remember seeing before. And I have no idea what it was, so I'm gonna have to look that up later. But yeah, I'm just really excited about it. And I was originally gonna be a little more frugal with it, but I just saw some really good deals on the other options, and I just couldn't resist. I'm not gonna lie, I just really couldn't. But they were good deals. And I had just gotten paid anyways. So why not? I grew up with Tusk, Fleetwood Mac. They played on our FM radio when I was in 5th grade, starting, I believe, or 4th. I just grew up on Fleetwood Mac because it was what my mom played around me. In fact, I'm pretty sure the very first song that I memorized lyrics to was Silver Springs. I feel like I might sneeze. Not. Grayson, welcome to the stream. Next time I'm able to go and splurge like that, like I'm gonna chill on that now. Looks like doing that repetitively back to back would be very irresponsible financially. But next time I can go and splurge like that, I want to look for an actual like original Walkman. That would be really cool. Even if I don't end up getting a ton of fish that are donatable, it'll at least get me some XP, so I'll take it, honestly. Well, thank you for liking the stream. I appreciate it. You did the poll with Stardew. Which one did you choose? It doesn't tell me who voted what, so you'll have to tell me, excuse me, yourself. I'm gonna go to one of the other areas and go fishing, like a river or something. I'm trying to lay off meats because it gets me too gassy these days. I like IRL at least. I'm not necessarily like totally cut out red meat. I'm just like very picky about it because most of the time I don't like it. Like if I'm gonna eat meat, it's usually like some form of chicken. I'm not judgy about diets, by the way. Like I firmly believe that somebody else's diet is none of my business. I just personally don't really like red meat that much. Forgot that I can't exactly donate the fish yet though, so we're just gonna have to make another chest, and that one can be the fish chest. Sounds so weird, fish chest, ew. I'll color code it to be blue though, so that way it'll be like associating the blue with the water and then associating the water with the fish. At least that makes sense in my head. Clear a few more trees so I can make another chest. Stardew Tat would be so fun. I would love to get one eventually. I already have my Animal Crossing one. In fact, I know a lot of you here have heard me talk about it before, or maybe you haven't. I'm not sure. Has anybody here not seen my Animal Crossing tattoo? I've had it for a good couple of years now. I've got 3. I have my Animal Crossing one, I have my Supernatural one, and then I have my Mayday Parade one. My eyes are doing that thing again where I've been looking at a screen for a while and they like randomly go out of focus on their own. Is that normal? Like I have to correct the focus by myself. My preferred diet is Oreos and Gushers. You know what? You do you. But genuinely, I've said this before, and ultimately at the end of the day, the important part is that you're actually eating something. So you know what? If I know that you're probably joking, but even if you were serious, that's better than eating nothing at all. You do you. I didn't have any space to put the actual chest, so I had to do it like that. That one will be the fishing chest. The wood in there, and then go get the other fish. I feel like I'm doing good so far, considering it's a new farm and I haven't played in a while. Keep missing Fairy Queen's streams because I don't get notified she's been on Twitch. Hey, YouTube has just been a little bit annoying lately. It just hasn't really been cooperating. For a lot of people, I think. In fact, I think just last night it went down anyways, at least like part of the homepage did. I already didn't go live yesterday because I wasn't feeling great. And then YouTube decided to just partially not function on top of that. So I think even if I hadn't ended up canceling yesterday, it probably would have been for the best to just not stream. I think the next tat I want is a tattoo of Athena or of the Sailor Moon. Oh, or a Sailor Moon tat. Gotcha. So far, you guys have voted on the poll 14% Krobus, 43% Junimo, 14% Prismatic Shard, and 29% Star Drop. Whenever I typed Prismatic Shard, I was going kind of fast and I almost typed Prismatic Shart, and you know what? I feel like it would have been funnier to just leave it like that and see if you guys said anything. I will water the crops and then go see the wizard. For those of you with tattoos, I'm curious, whenever you like sit down to get them, how would you say your tolerance is for them? Like tolerance, I mean like how well you can sit, like how well you can sit still and how well you can take like the physical end of it, because there's no sugarcoating it. A tattoo machine is like a bunch of needles. Sometimes it's a single needle depending on what the artist in particular is doing and what your tattoo is, but still. I'll clear that area out now, because there's not a very good walking path. Not all of those. Some of this I want to leave here because I think eventually whenever I get my chicken coop, I want to put it on this bigger patch of land. Like maybe, here, hold on. Maybe I could put the chicken coop somewhere up here-ish. Have a bit of space between. You have some fencing right up for the chickens to be able to go outside. Maybe put the barn down here. I'm not really sure how that's going to work yet, but I want them at least semi-close together. What are you hoping to see in 1.7? I'm not gonna lie, I'm still a little bit out of the loop with some, with newer Stardew Valley content with updates. Do we know when it's supposed to release? Like, what information is out there about it, if you don't mind telling me? I'm personally overall still thrilled that Concerned Ape still regularly updates this game. Of course, sometimes it's just for glitches, like as any game dev should, in my opinion, you know, to fix things that need fixing in their game. And you know what, it's been out for so long now, and I'm just so happy that he still cares about it, you know? I'm so used to needles being stuck in me all these years since my heart failure, so it should not be a match for me, lol. I just never felt too comfortable getting tattooed, but my buddies have. My best friend has all kinds of tattoos, and he wanted me to go get with him, but I said nah. It's definitely not everybody's thing, and that's okay. I will say though, something that I've learned is if you, for whatever reason, hypothetically have to take some kind of pain medication or some other thing, and then later that same day you go and get a tattoo, if it's at all possible, don't pick ibuprofen for the pain medication in question, because ibuprofen is a blood thinner, and I'm pretty sure it makes it more likely that you'll get a blowout whenever you're getting a tattoo. Like, you're more likely to bleed more than you should. Because realistically, you might bleed a little bit during a tattoo with needles, but my point is, if you can help that, then don't go with the ibuprofen. It's like a hair stuck to my eyelashes. No, we don't, but we know that there will be a new dateable. Watch everybody in droves start doing perfection runs and then start dating the new character. Like I said, I want to romance somebody on this farm, but I'm not like in a huge hurry to jump on doing that right now. I want to, regarding the characters, focus on having the better habit of talking to them. That's my priority first and foremost. Maybe I should just wait, see if we can find out more about when the update comes out. If it ends up being like a super long time, then I won't do that. Technically, you can divorce the characters too. That's another thing. the money he makes off of Stardew, I'd be amazed if he didn't care about it. But still though, like there's plenty of companies, not even just like with games, like people that own some kind of creative thing. Sorry, there's a hair in my face. I'm trying to like get it off. But I just feel like there's so many companies that own or create something, and despite the fact that they have all this popularity and people that love their, whatever their thing is, they still don't care enough about it to regularly fix it and update it. You know what I mean? So like, I'm still grateful for it, but you do have a point. How long have I been live for? You know what I think I'll do? Here's what I'll do with the romancing detail. So I'm still gonna go with the established detail of not jumping on the romancing right away because I've got other priorities. I will eventually, but I do also want community input. I'm not gonna do the poll for this live stream because I feel like that would be better to get more opinions from other people. So I might make it like a community tab thing. Maybe community tab and Discord. Either or. At least the community tab. And then whenever that update drops eventually, if for some reason I like the dateable character, the new one, much more than whoever I'm with at the moment, technically divorcing exists in the game, so I can just do that. I think that sounds like a good plan. I was talking about this on Discord, but basically to sum it up for you, if you're not familiar with this theory, there's a fandom theory that the wizard is Abigail's real dad because he has purple hair, she has purple hair, and there's dialogue at some point in the game that Abigail has that kind of alludes to the fact that purple is her natural hair color because she never has to dye it and touch it up, and it just kind of grows like that. So I had this super dramatic idea. What if I made like a fan edit of the wizard and Caroline to Silver Springs by Fleetwood Mac? Just because the part that says like, time casts a spell on you, but you won't forget me. Like, I just feel like that'd be, it's very niche, but for people that get it and play Stardew Valley, I feel like that'd be really funny. Will bring 2 more marriage candidates whom he'll reveal on February 26th. Oh, wait, so 2. I hope that in that case, just that way it's balanced, that like one of them's a boy, one of them's a girl. Either way, I'm thrilled that there's new content. Like regardless, that's amazing. And I love, love, love that he still cares about the game. But I hope that it's like one of each, so that way you have like a little bit of both. Don't we love whenever the wizard puts us on an acid trip in Stardew Valley? Because that's what this looks like. It looks like an acid trip. The way that the screen moves is how it feels whenever you lay down in bed if you were just drinking. Which, by the way, don't underage drink. I didn't need to give that as a PSA, but I'm giving it as a PSA anyways. Do not do that if you are underaged. I do not promote that. And I will never promote that. I'm excited about the new update. Me too. So. Isn't technically whenever it comes up on the anniversary, isn't it gonna be the 10-year anniversary? Because I swear, didn't it come out in like 2016, or am I thinking of a different game? And people are speculating it's the wizard. That'd be so funny. It's already comical that you can, well, you don't necessarily romance Krobus, but you can have him move in. Or is it romancing? Because I know that you can move in with Krobus. Technically, he moves in with you, but you know what I mean. I don't have that many of the bundles unlocked yet. I do have these. And I think that one's gonna unlock pretty much right away, so I will go ahead and take care of that. I see the live symphony that plays the music from the game. You sang that remind me, do you remember that one time, like a couple years ago whenever I was streaming Stardew Valley, and it was the first time that I actually paid attention to the mermaid concert at the night market, because before that was something that I had skipped over multiple times in all of my time playing Stardew Valley. And my reaction was comical. Like, I'm pretty sure that clip made it into a stream highlights video. Speaking of, I miss doing those. Those were always fun. I just didn't always get enough clips. Yeah, if you go to the night market and there's, I think it's like a bluish color boat. I'm not sure what exact color it is. But if you go to the right of Willie's store and go down, there's like a series of thin bridges you can walk across. You go inside one of the little boat rooms and there'll be like a mermaid on the wall. I think it's on the wall at least. Or it's behind a curtain. I'm not 100% sure. It's been a little bit since I've played. But either way, you can go up to it, click on that. And then you get a little mermaid concert. You've got all these mermaids serenading you. Oh, I haven't talked to her yet. There we go. Achievement unlocked. Has to give someone a gift. Build a coop? I can't build a coop yet. That's neat. Don't remember if I ever did that. It was one of those things that I heavily overlooked for a long time, but I'm so glad that the first time that I saw it was on stream, because I will never forget how funny that was. Mint and chip ice cream? I love mint chip ice cream. I stan mint chip ice cream. In fact, speaking of that, do you guys feel like it tastes like toothpaste, or do you like it? Because I like it. There's 12 more. Okay, perfect, perfect. That works out very well. I need to make some sprinklers eventually. Have I unlocked that yet? No, I haven't. Okay. That's another thing I want to be better about. I'm really bad about neglecting the fact that sprinklers exist, and then I end up wasting so much of my time on my farms watering crops one at a time, rather than using sprinklers. Wait, mint and chip is great. If it tastes like toothpaste, you need to buy a different brand. Fair enough. Smart and Final has 3-gallon cylinders for... Is that like a store or something where you're from? Because I don't know what that is. I'm gonna go donate these. I don't need to donate this standard parsnip anymore. Put the clay away. What was I gonna say? I hate when I space out like that. I had something I wanted to ask you guys about and then I completely forgot. It'll come back to me eventually, and then if it doesn't, then it can come up sometime in the Discord server, or I can mention it on the next stream. Well, that's 3 of these already. Doesn't the periwinkle spawn on the beach? I feel like it does. You wanted salted caramel ice cream? Sounds good. You guys like coffee flavored ice cream? Because I do. In fact, I know it might seem like on the surface level like a very basic question, but now that we're talking about it, what are everybody's favorite ice cream flavors? You don't even necessarily have to pick just one. Like, which ones do you generally like? In no specific order, I really like vanilla bean specifically, not like standard vanilla, but vanilla bean. I like the coffee flavored ice cream. I like strawberry, but I have to be in the mood for it because sometimes like the strawberry pieces kind of annoy me. Mint chip is good. And then I specifically like the kind of chocolate ice cream that has like the fudgy pieces in it because that's really good. Oh, I said coffee, not toffee. This coffee ice cream is good. I really like it. I really do. Ooh, you know what I feel like would be good on coffee ice cream? You know that specific type of chocolate syrup whenever you like pour it on whatever dessert that you have, you kind of let it dry for a moment and then it hardens into like a chocolate shell. That on top of some coffee ice cream would be delicious. Now I want some. I know I already donated what I can for the moment, but I'm gonna go back in here and see what I need to be focusing on to find. Is there a nip saying he wants to make children more interesting? I mean, that's a valid point. If you don't know what Sidif is talking about, in Stardew Valley, you can technically have kids in the game once you've married a character. You either like adopt or have them naturally, but that's not really the point here. Anyways, you can have kids in the game and you can age them up to being like toddler age, but then there's not really much that you can do with them after that. Just for some context. I don't know why I'm bothering to look at these if it's not the right season. Construction bundle, I do want to do that eventually. Because I should have saved the one parsnip, but you know what? It's fine. I already have some growing. I need to get some cauliflower seeds. I already have potatoes growing. I have green beans growing. I have those growing. I don't have any cauliflower seeds. Yours is probably closed, but I'll try anyways. I have a headache. I'm gonna lay down. Thanks for the live. I'll return if you're still here later. No worries. I hope you feel better soon. I will probably be gone by the time that you get back, but if you're still here while I'm saying this, here's a command that tells you my schedule. Normally I would have been live yesterday for my weekday stream, but I just was not feeling well. Cake batter ice cream is okay. I mean, I don't hate it, but I don't love it either. I really wish that I could stream more times during the week, but for me, it's just not realistic for my personal life energy levels and my personal life schedule. Okay, he's not at the shop. Rip. Maybe eventually someday, but right now the 3 streams per week that I have is a lot more sustainable to me than doing more. Eventually someday maybe I'll add like a 4th one if I can, but it's just what works for myself and my moderators right now. Okay, since I don't need any of these, I'm gonna sell them. And while I'm at it, I'll get a little bit of a head start on chopping down more of the trees. Because the wood is always needed for so many things. I love how I say that and then I got stuck behind something. You can barely see me, sorry. Also, the person who made Stardew Valley expanded is on Concerned Apes team, so he knows the update will be good. I'm excited. So just so that way there's like clarity and I'm not like assuming things, you mean that the announcement to have like more details about the update will be out on the 26th or like made on the 26th, but the update itself won't necessarily be out on the 26th, right? Is that what you mean, or am I misunderstanding? Sorry, y'all can like barely see right now. I'll add some more torches eventually. In fact, they're not hard to make. I may as well do that now and kind of place them in a few areas around my farm. Because like I can barely see. I already have some over there. I'll add one like there for now, so that way there's one by the greenhouse. And then I'll add one. Actually, I'll add two. Here. And then for the last one, actually, I guess I'll put a second one by the greenhouse. There'll be more eventually too, I just couldn't deal with that. Also, I know it's late, but I'm right by my house, so I'm not concerned. On the 26th, we'll just find out who the two marriage candidates are. Gotcha, okay. Well, that makes sense. I feel like he's always been somebody that really takes his time with the updates and like how much work he puts into it, which is more than fair. I feel like whenever stuff gets rushed, you can tell. Let me see, how long have I been live for? I was just about to wrap up, but thank you anyways for stopping by, Coda. Let me make sure that this saves first and foremost. It's a miracle that I was able to go the full 2 hours. I'm still not 100% healthy. I still don't know what's going on with me. Who knows? Maybe I'm unintentionally gonna lose my voice after this, but it's fine. Fine. I can't take it back. I already did the stream. I'm not gonna worry about it. Let me go to the just chatting screen. If you have not already, please be sure to like the live stream and subscribe if you liked today's stream. I would really appreciate it, as both are completely free and a super easy way to support me. With that said, I'm going to do my usual little commands while I give my spiel. Here we go. One more. Hopefully I didn't make a typo. Thank you so much for coming to my stream. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. And I would appreciate doing so if you have not already. And I will see you guys tomorrow, unless I'm like sick or something, which I shouldn't be. If I am, I'll make an announcement, but otherwise I will see you on Saturday at 11 a.m. Central Time for another live stream. Bye everybody.